It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni.
It's the Dolphins and the Pats, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriots getting ready to take over on offense and leading him out in his second go-around as a Patriot, their ninth-year quarterback, Jacoby Brissett.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The tight end Henry here in motion. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 3rd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
To throw is Brissett. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Huntley. Short throw to Smith.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Motion man is Berrios. Huntley off of play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop right around the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. In motion right is Osborne. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Brissett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 13 carries, 54 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Huntley now bootlegging it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Huntley looks to throw. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Huntley. Throw caught by Achane. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They go play action with Huntley. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Hill on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Huntley working from the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Huntley. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So the completion good for 7 there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Huntley. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Brissett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, Hill. Huntley to throw. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. In motion, the tight end. Off play action. Huntley sliding out of the punt. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Brissett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Brissett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
2 defense. 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 2 defense
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To throw, Brissett.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Douglas, the man in motion. Here's Brissett.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room.
Wait, we're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
Brissett now.
Open man, that's Henry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play fake, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Sly able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Here's Huntley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Brissett. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL in Foxborough.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's Brissett. That one caught by Polk. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They go play action with Huntley.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hill going to go in motion right. Huntley off of play action.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Huntley.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Brissett.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Brissett.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Brissett from the gun on third. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brissett sets to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Douglas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Down to about the 32.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages.
Sly able to put this one through.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So the Dolphins now down 16-13, a minute 11 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Here's Huntley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Huntley. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Huntley. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Patriots, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL